Hi, everyone. Thankful to have you here. Glad to start off another week with you, this time on Monday, the 22nd day of June. And as it is a Monday in many senses of the word, also starting off with a few technical issues this evening. I believe to be an unfinished computer update over the course of the weekend that's causing me some issues. So, still have a great deal of news, and in fact, some of the most serious news that we've had in quite some time, sadly, and it's not good. We'll have your update COVID-wise, state and locally, in just a few moments, and a host of other headlines. And as you may have already heard and understand per our update that we issued on the SaggersvilleIndependent.com website and social media outlets, there was a death investigation that began Friday, which appears to be a homicide, but has not been classified as such yet by the state police. But I'll tell you as much as I can, speak with the PIO of the troop of Post 9 in just a few moments. Also this morning, just a few doors up literally from my residence on the left-hand fork of Sugar Camp, a man violently set fire to two homes, one I believe his, assaulted several firemen and first responders and personnel. I'm still trying to gather some information, but I do have quite a bit to discuss on that front. A serious ATV accident over the course of the weekend, and much, much more. Sadly, several obituaries to pass along to you as we start off this week as well. And we're going to go ahead and begin with our first local headlines right after these words. Don't go anywhere.
Earl Justice here for Hutch Ford in Paintsville and West Liberty. Our summer sale has the biggest discounts, lowest interest rates, and the biggest trade-ins ever.
Right now, you can get 0% financing on all Ford models. Plus, Hutch Ford is lining up to $1,000 above Kelley Blue Book trade-in value. We really want your trade-in.
And remember the Hutch Guarantee.
You'll never pay too much when you buy from Hutch. HutchAutoGroup.com.
Times have changed. Now and suddenly, more than ever. Our lobbies might be closed, but the Saggersville National Bank wants to remind our customers that we're still here, we're still working to provide our community with as many services as possible. During this time especially, we encourage all of our customers to take advantage of all the options we offer to manage your accounts from the convenience of your home. 24-hour internet banking and bill pay, 24-hour telephone banking, remote deposit, automatic loan payments, and wire transfers are also still available to our customers. And we're still here during our normal hours. Mondays through Fridays, the main drive-thru is open from 8 until 3, and the branch drive-thru is open from 8 until 5. And the branch drive-thru is also open on weekends, Saturdays 8 until noon, with ATMs available 24/7 at both locations. There is never a good time for a breakdown. They will happen, and your car at some point is going to need some repairs and maintenance. And Black Smoke Performance is open and here with professional, fast, safe service. And just in time for warm weather, they now have certified full air conditioning, diagnostics, and repair to keep you cool in whatever you drive. Black Smoke Performance, 349-8785. Car accidents don't stop. Accidents at work don't stop. Disability and SSI cases don't stop. Your legal needs and concerns don't stop for the coronavirus, and neither does McFarland and Tinker. They are open, able to schedule appointments per CDC guidelines, and always available for telephone and video conferences. Please, be safe, be smart, stay home, and don't let your legal needs fall victim to the pandemic. Call McFarland and Tinker and let them take care of them for you. Come to Parkway Pharmacy in Saggersville and get your prescriptions filled, your over-the-counter medications, and immune system boosters, all from the safety and comfort of your own vehicle, either in their drive-thru or with their new curbside service. You can also call ahead or just download the MyGNP app, that's Good Neighbor Pharmacy, and refill and manage your prescriptions right from your device, helping you and yours stay healthy and safe. Parkway Pharmacy in Saggersville, 349-4400. As we here at Mortimer Media Group, which of course includes Your News Today and the Saggersville Independent, reported to you early on Saturday morning, I had just confirmed an ongoing death investigation that started following the discovery of a Magoffin County man's body found Friday evening of an apparent gunshot wound. Appeared to be the cause of death. That has not been determined officially as of yet, as autopsy results are pending, but I could, or did in that press release on Saturday morning, we were able to confirm that a 78-year-old man had been found in a driveway of a Porter residence on Rowan Road off of Half Mountain. We have since learned the identity of that man who was found, being 78-year-old Gerald Jerry Arnott of McGoffin County. Funeral services have since been made, I believe, in his honor. We'll have those in just a few moments. But authorities were on the scene after that discovery until almost 4 o'clock Saturday morning. Mr. Arnott's body has been sent to the state medical examiner's office for an autopsy, and again, those results are pending. Since then, the following are the only additional details we have received thus far. They came via this press release and the following portion of a statement from PIO Trooper William Petrie of Post 9 in Pikeville.
The Sheriff's Department was requesting assistance with a shooting on that road, and the victim of was Gerald, Gerold Arnett, Arnett. He was apparently discovered there in the driveway. I've not been given any information on who was at the scene other than the first responders, which was the troopers, detectives, I think ambulance service, and I'm not sure, probably the lifeguard. The detectives and troopers are still conducting interviews. They've collected a bunch of evidence. They still have a bunch of interviews to do with some other people. I'm not sure if it's with involved persons or persons who may know something, but they are still actively investigating the case.
Unconfirmed information that we believe to be accurate seems to indicate that Arnott was shot twice, once in his torso and once in the head, and that there was significant physical and other evidence at the scene. And as you heard Officer Petrie say, they are continuing to conduct further investigations of individuals who either may have directly or indirectly had or have knowledge of the case. Again, he stressed no arrests have been made at this time, but the case does remain under investigation. That's all I have at this hour, except to add that autopsy results are still pending, and the Kentucky State Police are still referring to this as a death investigation and not that of a homicide investigation. Again, the only details that have been released as of this hour, but we are trying to gather some more information. If you have any information, the Kentucky State Police would like to hear from you. Please call Post 9. With that said, it started very early this morning for local firemen and for first responders, and some of them actually had to go to the hospital. A man on Sugar Camp off of Dixie Avenue set 2 trailers on fire on the left-hand fork of Sugar Camp. He attacked and assaulted several EMS, fire, police, first responders, barricaded himself inside the second mobile home that he set on fire. Authorities tried everything, even resulting to using the fire hose to try to get him to come from the residence and to stop his attacks on them. Even that had no effect. In the end, they actually used a backhoe to literally rip the end off of the trailer to get him out before the second one burned down with him inside. He was described to me by some of those on scene as being completely out of control, out of his mind, as was referred to by several individuals. He attacked almost every EMS, fire, and or police personnel that tried to apprehend him, throwing things such as a Reese hitch, canned food, glass or mason jars, injuring over 6 people who were trying to respond, 3 of them requiring medical attention at the hospital, one of those being Fire Chief Paul Howard, who had to have, I believe it was, 9 stitches.
We have 3 firefighters that received stitches, one in the forehead, one in the mouth, and one in the hand. And basically they were trying to get him to come out of the trailer. He was sitting in the trailer and hit on fire, and he was throwing objects, anything basically he could lay his hands to. He hit one in the face with a glass jar. I don't know what he hit the second person with, and I don't know about the third person, how he got injured, but it was all during this fire. He was actually sitting in there, and when we'd try to make entry into the house to get him, he would throw whatever he could lay his hands on. He was cited at the hospital. They admitted him into ICU. So we're waiting to see what comes of that. It's under investigation by Mike Nichols of the Cerebral Police Department.
Here you can see the backhoe trying to keep the fire isolated to the first trailer, which was set ablaze by Frank Ross, who had an address of 552 Left-Hand Fork of Sugar Camp, believed to be one of these residences, or one nearby. He set fire to this residence, then ran to the other trailer next door, and as you heard, barricaded himself inside, and each and every individual EMS and first responder who tried to make entry through the doorway was injured to some degree, with the fire burning as he was inside. Firemen even used their main supply hose to try to force him back and out of the trailer, and it had no effect on him. They ultimately resorted to using the backhoe that belongs to the city to essentially rip the end of the trailer off to gain access to him inside, and it was thereafter that, after being maced on numerous occasions, authorities were finally able to get him into custody and get him into the car, as he resisted most the entire time. Frank Ross, he says, has been charged with at least 12 counts, 2 counts of arson in the first, 8 counts of assault in the first, 2 counts of assault in the first of a police officer, disorderly conduct, burglary in the second degree, menacing, and theft by unlawful taking, as the investigation continues. Authorities believe that case to be drug-related. Another drug-related call that came into EMS personnel, as I understand, an 18-year-old McGoffin County, or an 18-year-old in McGoffin County, was airlifted to the Cabell Huntington Hospital today. Authorities who responded were told that the 18-year-old had injected, I believe it was, a combination of heroin and fentanyl, was given several doses of Narcan, and was airlifted for the severity of his or her injuries or situation. Also, several other drug-related calls coming into 911 in McGoffin County of a very serious nature over the course of the last 24, 48 hours. We're trying to look at those and piece together some sort of a common thread, as it appears as though, once again, a lot of serious drugs, as police say, were involved in that fire situation in Sugar Camp, appear to be very prevalent in McGoffin County at this time. I'll be right back. The seasonal shop is open, and they're still doing curbside pickup, so you can call and place orders and they'll still bring them out to you. And inside, you'll find all new merchandise throughout the entire store, all new spring and summer women's clothing from Charlie Page and Mud Pie, accessories, jewelry, shoes, and bags too, casual outfits for everyday or special occasion outfits and dresses. And if you've been home a lot and really want to freshen up your decor, they have so much to choose from, and they're happy to give you any fresh ideas that you might need. And just in, a large selection of Simply Southern and Candleberry at Fraser's Prater Drugs seasonal shop in downtown Salyersville. Back by popular demand, and with a new set of coupons starting next week, you've got this week to take advantage of the $5 off coupon in the Salyersville Independent, and you can get a free coupon with a free paper when you stop by your Salyersville Lee's Famous Recipe. That $5 coupon is good for any 16-piece or 20-piece family pack. That is chicken with all the fixins, chicken any way you like it, famous crispy oven roast. However, $5 off. Get the coupon, get the meal, feed everyone, make them happy, and save money and time as well. Only at your Salyersville Lee's.
Bob Hutcherson here for Hutch Jeep in Paintsville. What does your vehicle say about you? Anyone that owns a Jeep knows the answer to that question. Right now, all new vehicles priced below factory invoice and all pre-owned inventory priced below market. Enjoy your life in a new Jeep from Hutch, and that comes with a guarantee.
You'll never pay too much when you buy from Hutch. HutchAutoGroup.com.
I'm Hal Rogers, and I approve this message.
He fights for the mountains, for life, and for our president. He's Congressman Hal Rogers. When the world seems shaky, you need steady, proven leadership that delivers. Relief for workers and small businesses. Holding China accountable for what they did. Getting our economy moving again. And fighting the opioid crisis. That's Congressman Hal Rogers. Pro-life, pro-Trump, and pro-Kentucky.
Appalachian Wireless, this is Bobby. How may I help you?
I'm visiting my sister in Lomansville this weekend. Will I have service?
Of course. We have several towers in Lawrence County.
Appalachian Wireless, this is Megan.
Where's my nearest store? I'm in Bright Shade.
That would be our store in Manchester. Would you like the address?
I just moved to Pineville. I'm sure you don't know where that is. Will I still have service? Yes, ma'am. That's down in southeastern Kentucky. We do service your area.
When you call us, it's as easy as calling your friend or neighbor because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Getting the best deal on the best tires with the best service has never been easier. Just log on to conleytire.net, check out the latest rebates, sales, and promotions, pick out the tires you want, and email, call, or come by. For huge savings from the family who's been proudly serving the area for over 32 years. Conley Tire in Staffordsville, 297-2424.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
All Pro understands that we are all just trying to make it through these most difficult of times, and they want you to know that they're here to help with any repairs or projects that you need done. Big or small, doesn't matter. They've got 0% financing for 18 months and long-term financing if you need it. If you need anything from a new gutter to a new house or a new garage, call All Pro Gutter Works and Construction, 349-9999. Two people were seriously injured. The driver of this side-by-side, the most seriously injured, head and spinal injuries, we believe, after it overturned on Oakley over the course of the weekend. I believe it was late Saturday night. This was on Oakley Road over the course of the weekend around 12:30 Saturday night, Sunday morning. I'm told that a male driver and a female passenger were both ejected from this side-by-side. It appears as though, according to statements from those who were on the scene, the driver did not negotiate a curve, or at least coming out of a curve, dropped off of the roadway. The vehicle hit the embankment, came back onto the roadway, and overturned, as you saw. Again, both were ejected. Both were taken to the hospital. The male driver, I believe, the most seriously injured, but I'm told non-life-threatening injuries for either of the two. So with a few technical issues that I referred to at the top of the program, I do not have your community calendar in normal fashion tonight, but I do have several obituaries that I wish to relay to you. Of course, our obituary sponsored nightly by the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Sean Emmons, 41, of 460 West here in Sagersville, passed away on Friday, the son of Kathy Emmons Cole and the late Kenny Cole Sr. He's survived by his mother, Kathy Emmons Cole, wife Lori Futrell, daughter Julie Emmons, son Jordan Emmons, sister Melinda Holderby, brothers Kyle, Kelly, Kenny Cole Jr., and Kevin Cole, and two grandchildren. Funeral services for Sean Emmons are to be conducted tomorrow from the Sagersville Funeral Home Chapel. 99-year-old Leneva Poe Arnott passed away on Saturday at her home. She survived by three children, Ann Warren, Helen Northcutt, here in McGoffin County, Grover Arnott, as well as 5 grandchildren, 9 great-grandchildren, and 2 great-great-grandchildren. Funeral services in her honor are going to be held this Wednesday at 11 at the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation will be tomorrow from 6 till 8. And as I referred to earlier in one of our top headlines, 78-year-old Jerry Arnott Jr. of Sagersville passed away Friday. He survived by his wife, Louise Joseph Arnott, and sons Mark Daniel Arnott and Donna Ray Arnott, as well as a brother, William Arnott. Per the family's request, a private graveside service for immediate family will be held at a later date. And I also sadly learned of the passing, actually late last night, of 80-year-old Shirley Carty of Sagersville, who passed away on Monday at the Sagersville Health Care Center. Arrangements are incomplete. We'll have those, I believe, and I'm sure by tomorrow. You could more than likely as well go to the McGoffin County Funeral Home's website later on this evening and see if those arrangements have been made. An updated obituary listing and calendar on tomorrow's program. For now, a few words and more news to follow.
Bob Hutcherson here for Hutch Jeep in Paintsville. What does your vehicle say about you? Anyone that owns a Jeep knows the answer to that question. Right now, payments as low as $399 on select new 2020 Jeep Renegades and Dodge Journeys. Enjoy your life in a new Jeep from Hutch, and that comes with a guarantee.
You'll never pay too much when you buy from Hutch. HutchAutoGroup.com.
No new cases of COVID-19 in McGoffin County to report today, and a fewer number statewide per the governor's address. And for perhaps only the third time since the pandemic began, or at least over the course of the last few months, no new deaths. to report or add to what has been a staggering number. The governor began with outlining the process that you can find, of course, at the Healthy at Work website for businesses opening bars, wedding venues, groups of 50 or less, and most everyone at 50% capacity beginning 1 week from today. He then went on to announce 120 new cases today, a low number for a Monday, and a much lower number of deaths.
It is much better than what we had seen, especially a full week before. And today continues reports that are lower than when we saw those 250, 350 reports. Today, and again, it's part of the number of labs that come in, is one of the lowest Mondays we've had in a while. We're announcing only 90 new cases of COVID-19. One of the first times, at least in a little while, that we have been under triple digits. With those 90 new cases, our total cases are 13,839. Now 13,449 are lab confirmed, 390 are probable. As of today, we've tested over 352,215 Kentuckians. That is, again, something that I am extremely grateful for the work of so many to get us from a place where there wasn't a test that existed for this virus to now having the testing capacity to reopen safely. We just got to make sure we continue to go out and to get tested. Total number of Kentuckians ever hospitalized, 2,532, currently 349. Ever in the ICU, 987, currently 67, remaining really low. Total number recovered, 3,534. Right now, our hospital occupancy, our total beds, only about 50%, so we have a lot of room there. And ICU occupancy is about 70%, still a lot of room there in case we do see a spike.
Again, no new deaths to report today. 0 deaths to report across Kentucky. Now let's wrap it up this Monday with your Licking Valley RACC outlook. Here's how it's shaping up. Another cold front coming. We talked about it last week, and here's how it's shaping up for the rest of the week. A low of 66 degrees tonight, mostly cloudy skies, and a 30% chance of some showers, and a slight west wind out of the west-southwest 5 miles per hour, so becoming calm, but showers likely on your Tuesday. Thunderstorms as well possible as we see this front roll through. 80 degrees is where we should top out tomorrow, and on average we'll see southwesterly winds 7 to 18 miles per hour. Rainfall amounts 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch unless you get under a thunderstorm that develops tomorrow. Keep that in mind. Could be a bit of a bumpy Tuesday. Shower and thunderstorm chances will continue on throughout the evening as well, down about 50%, maybe another 1/10 of an inch unless, again, you get under one of those thunderstorms that may continue throughout your Tuesday. Wednesday, the sun makes a return, a lingering chance of showers and thunderstorms mid-afternoon to the tune of around 30%, but cooler, 78 midweek, winds 15 miles per hour or so out of the west, but for the most part, sunny, partly sunny, and once again upper 70s, 59 degrees that night, partly cloudy skies. Thursday, it's all gone, nothing left but sunshine in the background. Mostly sunny and 79 Thursday, mostly clear that night and 59 for the low. A beautiful, beautiful day after a cold front rolls through. And from there, we'll climb back out of the 70s, and we'll do so Friday with 83, mostly sunny degrees. We'll start to work shower chances back in. Only about a 20% across the board for your Saturday with a low that night of around 66. Friday rather, but Saturday partly sunny. A 40% chance of showers and storms, 86 degrees, warmer still, mid-80s again for the latter half of your weekend, still holding on to partly sunny conditions and a 50% chance of showers. Both Saturday and Sunday, mid-80s, partly sunny, 50% chance of showers. Monday, we'll see more clouds, I think, than sun as of right now, and still a continued 50% chance of showers. And that's going to wrap it up for this evening. Sorry to be a little bit brief. Sorry for a few technical issues that kind of resulted in that happening. But I'll have updates and follow-ups on all of these major stories, hopefully with some new information. It is Election Day tomorrow. You have until 4 o'clock to get those absentees in the mail, to get them postmarked, and they will still count. And as I've been telling you over the course of the past few weeks, there will be one voting precinct tomorrow for you to go and cast your vote. It will also be done on paper ballot, and it will be via a tent that will be established, a voting station in front of the courthouse where the county clerk will have that accessible to you. If you did not get a paper absentee, you'll be able to vote via paper ballot tomorrow on Election Day, and that is, once again, that only and sole voting precinct at the McGoffin County Courthouse. We'll see how that turns out, and I'll see you back here tomorrow night. Thanks for watching.